and welcome to Alkira Design Zone video series. Today, we are going to talk about how you can troubleshoot in the cloud using a single pane of glass with Alkira. My name is Misbah Rahman, and I'm a technical marketing engineer. With that, let's jump into the topic. So let us assume that I'm a network engineer who's part of the NetOps team, and I'm responsible for taking care of all the network connectivity issues that come up within my organization. My network has multiple regions. Each region has users connected from branches, or they are connected through Alkira's remote access solution. And then I also have a multi-cloud network with cloud workloads connected from all the major cloud service providers. Everything in the network was working fine, but suddenly, one fine day, I got a ticket that a user in San Jose branch office is not able to connect to a web server in Virginia, which is connected to the US East CXP as depicted from the topology. Now we'll look into how Alkira can help me troubleshoot the issue end-to-end through a single pane of glass without needing any external tools. So now in order to troubleshoot, we are logged into Alkira Portal, where on the topology page, we see the complete full topology, the number of regions and all that. Now, in order to troubleshoot, we can filter this topology based on what we need and what connectors we want to look at. So in this case, let's see, we are interested in San Jose branch. Then we are interested in the web server that is connected to USDs, and the group for that is Cloud App AZ. And the CXP that we are concerned with is US West, where the branch is connected, and US East, where our web server is connected. And I apply the filters here. Now what you see is, I can clearly see there is this red mark. The red color does not indicate that the things are well, and it is at the US West branch. So now from the designer view, I can toggle to a diagnostic, a troubleshooting view, and I click this connector. I have a bunch of options for troubleshooting reasons. But what I'm interested in is the health check of this connector, that why it's down. When I do a health check, I see clear indication that my IPsec are up. So that means IPsec phase 1, phase 2 have been negotiated correctly. However, my BGP is down. Now, how do I troubleshoot BGP from here? So let me check my debug logs here. So when I click the debug log, it will take a few seconds to pull up. And now here, guess what I see here? I see that I have received a notification from my neighbor that I have a bad AS number. That actually points me to the real problem, where the problem is. So let me go and check on my router what's my AS number that is set up. So I do a show run beg BGP. And let me see. So the AS number that I've set it up is 65515, which is towards the Alkira, which is wrong. It is supposed to be 65514. So let's just fix it now. I'll do a config T, go to my BGP configuration. I'll change my neighbor from 65515 to 65514. Do the same for the other guy. And then do a write mem. Now I dismissed it. I fixed it. Now let me go back to my topology and see if the things changed. Now it seems one of the BGP is up. We'll give a few more seconds so that the other one comes up as well. Now it seems that the connector is back up and running. It seems that the BGP is up and running, and the status for the connector is all green, which is good. Now, since we have connectivity from the branch to the CXP, we can try to access the web page again from the branch. So if I try to access the web page again, it's still the same. It's not working. Now, since we have connectivity from the branch to the CXP, I can actually take a look at the flow, and I can verify that if I'm receiving the packets from the branch to the CXP, and what is CXP doing with those packets. So again, I'll go into the diagnostic mode. I'll select my branch, and then I'll do basically a flow capture. I'll analyze flow. It will take few seconds to load up. And once the flows are loaded up, let me take a look at it. So now the interesting data that is coming out of these flow capture is that I can actually, I'm receiving both the HTTP packets and ICMP packets. But if you look at it, the ICMP packet is completing end to end. I see the forward packet, the same number of reverse packet. However, for the HTTP type traffic, I'm only forwarding the traffic but not receiving anything back. So that tells me that I have connectivity end to end. My routing looks good. However, there may be a security group, a firewall policy, or a data policy that may be blocking this type of HTTP traffic. So now let's investigate our data policies on the CXP, and then we can take a look at the security group for the end host. So in order to take a look at the policy, we have another troubleshooting tool here, which is the policy inspector. And once we select the to and from, it gets highlighted and we can basically inspect the policies. Once we inspect the policies, we can clearly see that the policies on the Alkira itself looks good, since we are allowing the traffic from any IP or port to any IP or port destination. And then we are also allowing any protocol that is going between those source and destination. So the policy looks great here, and policy does not seem to be a problem on the Alkira. Now, in order to take a look at the security group and see if there are security group on the VPC side that may be blocking this type of traffic, that also can be done through Alkira's portal. We recently launched a tool called Cloud Insights, which actually helps us with your cloud security posture management initiatives, where you can actually find out the complete inventory of all your cloud resources. It also provides recommendations on like if there are security loopholes created due to misconfiguration and all that. If you are having an unnecessary waste of resources within your cloud infrastructure, it basically tells you about all that information. And at the same time, it also helps you with the troubleshooting with issues like these. Now, when I discover all the VPC, I'll basically filter it on the VPC that I'm interested in. Once I click this, I get a full view of all the resources that are available and associated to this VPC. I see subnets, route tables that I'll ignore for now, because we have already validated that we have end-to-end connectivity, so the issue does not seem to be with subnets and route tables. What I am interested in the security group. Once I click the security group, I can clearly see that my instance that I'm concerned with, and you can validate in your real world scenario, is actually associated to this security group. And then what I see is that the only thing allowed inbound is my ICMP, which is working absolutely fine, and the TCP, which is the SSH to this machine. Everything else is blocked. So what it tells me here, that I need to allow HTTP in order for my end-to-end my web page to load up from the branch side. So from here, I can actually directly access the resource clicking this orange icon. Once I click that, I'm actually in my AWS console directly to the resource to actually fix my stuff. So now here, if I do an edit on inbound rule, I simply add the HTTP rule here, get to the HTTP, maybe allow from everything right now, and then I do a save rule. Cool. I think it seems that the rule is in. Let me try to access the web page now. Boom. Now I got it up and running. So what we demonstrated is that with Alkira, you were able to first troubleshoot the connectivity issue, the routing problems. Once you fix that, you had some issues with the policies, with the firewall, with the security groups that you were able to troubleshoot end to end from Alkira, and then was able to fix it, which is all linked through the Alkira portal. I hope you found it useful. If you have any questions, please reach out to us at sales@alkira.com. Thanks for watching.